What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Derek Shit Show. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Big news in the making. I have the receipts. I have the video. I have found Joe Biden. He is no longer missing. I have found him. Or am I lying? You be the judge. New official secret video has emerged. And a story along with it. If you have a Zima mug, get your Zima mugs, fill it up. Fill it up with your favorite beverage. I prefer mountain water. Here's Joe Biden. What if I told you Joe Biden is missing? And what if I told you he's gone? Joe was always the picture of health. Joe was active, riding his bicycle with his friends, occasionally falling from time to time. He contracted COVID-19. A disease that only a man of his age could dream of not having. Apparently he's doing well already. Joe has been isolating himself, but earlier in the day had a video where he was interviewed with a black man, and this is what happened.
President Biden, you're getting up there, man. 81 years old. You'll be 82 at the time of the inauguration if you're reelected, 86 at the end of that presidential term. Some people are concerned that maybe you shouldn't be in this race. Are you 100% undoubtedly running for reelection?
1,000%.
Joe Biden was just asked, are you undoubtedly ready to run again? He says 1,000%. This man's face is a face of confusion. Are you sure about that answer? He says yes. Later contracted COVID.
1,000%.
We got to finish the job.
We will 1,000%, in your words, see you on the ballot this November?
Unless I get hit by a train, yeah.
Oh. Where is Joe Biden? Has he been hit by a train? This is the last seen footage of Joe Biden walking down the stairs. Bring back the music. On the evening, walking down the stairs, usually fatigued but restless, Joe decided to go down the stairs for his secret sauce that would help him overcome COVID-19. That being a heavy dose of ivermectin. Reaching to the bottom, Joe felt a wave of dizziness. He clutched the banister, closing his eyes to steady himself. Opening there, he saw something. He saw a Kamala effing Harris. And what did she say?
Remember Venn diagrams, those three circles?
She said this, word for word. This is why I need a producer.
Remember Venn diagrams, those three circles? Right. And then let's just see where they overlap. You will not be surprised because I have constructed a Venn diagram on this. Remember those three circles, how they overlap? I love Venn.
She showed him a Venn diagram of a train.
We got to finish the job.
We will 1,000%, in your words, see you on the ballot this November?
Unless I get hit by a train, yeah.
Unless I get hit by a train, yeah. Where is Joe Biden? ¿De dónde está Joe Biden? Where is he? The conspiracy grows, though, because this is where the Joe Biden conspiracy grows legs. I thought Joe Biden was just missing. I thought he'd been recovering from COVID-19. But then this phone call came out. This alleged phone call came out of him saying to Kamala that he's going to endorse her. And this is the phone call. You be the judge if this phone call is real or not. You use your science. You use your ways. Come up with your own hypothesis yourself. Here we go.
And by the way, I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to be out there in the campaign with her, with Kamala. I'm going to be working like hell, both as a sitting president, getting legislation passed, as well as in campaigning. You know, what we still need to save this democracy. And Trump is still a danger to the community. He's a danger to the nation.
He sounds so good.
And by the way, I'm not...
So that is the phone call, the alleged phone call. And here's Kamala Harris responding to the alleged phone call. Gotta fix my mouse.
It is so good to hear our president's voice. Joe, I know you're still on the call, and we've...
Okay, what did you say? Joe, you're still on the what?
Our president's voice. Joe, I know you're still on the call.
On the
Still on the call. Joe, I know you're still on the call. I know you're still on the call.
Joe, I know you're still on the on the call. Where is Joe Biden? Joe, I know you're still on the on the phone call. The conspiracy grows. The coup was in. They had been trying to figure out a way. How do we get rid of Joe Biden?
I'm gonna come.
He won't bow out. Even though the poll numbers are not looking good, Joe will not slow down. He just said in this interview 2 days ago, I'm 1,000% sure, as he sips from what substance? Did somebody take a sip of this cup before he dranketh? You be the judge. You use your mind. You use your powers. You tell me, is Joe Biden drinking a foreign substance? What did this young man give Joe Biden? Is this MK Ultra in disguise? This guy's got a lot of MK Ultra about him. He says, I'm 1,000% running. And only a train will stop me. One more time so you hear it.
Term. Some people are concerned that maybe you shouldn't be in this race. Are you 100% undoubtedly running for re-election?
1,000%.
1,000%.
We got to finish the job.
I gotta finish the job.
1,000%, in your words, see you on the ballot this November?
Unless I get hit by a train, yeah.
Unless I get hit by a train, yeah. Who knew that the train would be this?
In my head that we all need a mom. I've been thinking that we really all need a tremendous hug in the world right now. But in our country, we need you to be Kamala of the country.
I'm gonna come.
Yeah. Did Kamala Harris hug Joe Biden too tightly? Is this the face of a killer? You're next, Drew. The stupid hoop earrings. Who told you white people you could wear those? Unbelievable. Did he? Where is Joe Biden? Let's pray. What do you guys think? What's up, Rumble? Shout out to Rumble Chat. She fake lies. Dead as a bandit. I don't know, watching me creepy. Where is Joe Biden? Why is he hiding? And why do we all of a sudden need the Kamala of our dreams?
You're a lying dog.
I'm going to miss Joe Biden. I'm going to miss everything about Joe Biden, especially his truthful stories. I don't care what anyone says. I know he was a semi-truck driver. I know he grew up in an AME church. I know he used to get kids to rub his legs, and Corn Pop was a bad dude. These are all facts. You can't prove them otherwise. Just ask Joe Biden himself.
Corn Pop was a bad dude, and he ran a bunch of bad boys.
And I did. Yeah, and back in those days, to show how things have changed, one of the things you had to use, if you use...
Back in those days, you know how things have changed. I like his little twang. Where did that come from? I'm from Delaware. I talk like this all the time.
And I did. Yeah, and back in those days, to show how things have changed,
Yeah, things
one
have
of the things you had to use, if you used pomade in your hair, you had to wear a bathing cap. And so he was up on the board.
You know we've been wearing those caps.
Wouldn't listen to me. I said, "Hey, Esther, you, off the board. I'll come up and drag you off."
Yeah.
Well, he came off, and he said, "I'll meet you outside." My car, these were all public housing behind it.
Oh, they're public
My
housing.
car, there was a gate out here.
Yeah.
I parked my car outside the gate. And he said, "I'll be waiting for you." He was waiting for 3 guys in straight razors. Not a joke.
Not a joke. Not a joke.
I'm gonna come.
This man killed Joe Biden, and we finally get the Kamala of our dreams. I have been thinking that we do need a Kamala. Joe Biden has convinced me otherwise.
Thinking in my head that
Yes.
we all need a mom.
Yes.
I've been thinking that we really all need a tremendous hug in the world right now.
Oh my
But
God,
in our
yes.
country, we need you to be Mamala of the country.
And apparently we all do need a freaking Kamala, because according to sources like Axios, Harris' campaign raises $81 million in 24 hours. What? I literally cannot think of a better way to waste $81 million on something than a campaign for Kamala Harris. Now, those of you that have been watching me, those of you that are new here may not know this, but I have been calling this. I've been saying Joe Biden is going to bow out because they see the poll numbers, and after Donald Trump has of the assassination attempt, they have decided that there's no way they can win. And they're going to allow Kamala Harris to be the candidate because they want to get rid of Kamala Harris. They don't want her to ever run for a political office ever again. And how do you get rid of a vice president from ever having the desire to run again? Well, they lose, and they lose bad. And then you can say, come on, well, you tried your best. That was your one shot. Now go away. Because they know deep down inside that they hate her. The woman that was polling at 1% during her primaries, that girl's gonna win? Yeah, I know the black community likes her, and I have some videos to prove it. Listen, this is their way to get rid of Kamala Harris. You don't have to pretend like she's not a DEI hire, even though Joe Biden literally said that, quote unquote. DEI works. I got the Kamala Harris in. Now we can get rid of her. Now we don't have to pay. Now we don't have to play these games anymore. Joe Biden, thanks so much for the recording. You mean this woman helped raise $81 million?
Remember Venn diagrams, those 3 circles?
Yes.
Right. And then let's just see where they overlap. You will not be surprised because I have constructed a Venn diagram on this. Remember those 3 circles, how they overlap? I love Venn diagrams.
Me too.
So I just do. Whenever you're dealing with conflict, pull out a Venn diagram.
Oh, I do.
Right? And so, you know, the 3 circles.
I can't.
The television coverage
Yeah.
of just yesterday. That's on top of everything else
No.
that we know and don't know yet.
Right.
Based on what we've just been able to see, and because we've seen it or not doesn't mean it
we
hasn't
haven't-
happened.
Oh, true.
But just limit it to what we have seen.
For us at every moment in time, and certainly
She's
this
amazing.
one, to see the moment in time in which
But Republicans, take a pause, Republicans. Take a moment to think about this, okay? If Kamala Harris actually somehow wins, Idiocracy is not just a movie, it's a documentary. We are finally going to have the president we all deserve for the end of America. She will help rein in the destruction and end. I thought Joe Biden was bad. Wait till you get a load of this woman, because if she's coming on with these kind of sayings, you know she's smart.
we exist and are present.
I can imagine what can be. And
General Jack the Ripper says Obama will never let this happen? Are you kidding me? this isn't Obama. This is Big Mike's doing.
Be unburdened by what has been. You know?
6 former administration officials last week wrote that open letter urging the administration to change course, to change strategy.
Exactly.
Is it time?
It is time for us to
I love this line.
do what we have been doing, and that time is every day. She
is like Yogi Berra of quotes. She needs her own book. I'll buy it. I'll read it to my kids every night before bed, and they'll just be like, Dad, what the are you talking about? My son is 5. That'll be the first time he has a curse word. He'll just yell at me at the top of his lungs. Dad, stop reading me these stupid quotes. And I'll say, shut up, you racist. Kamala Harris is beautiful and brave. She's literally the smartest person ever. Democrats tell me that every day. She's amazing. And if you're going to say anything negative about Kamala Harris, it's because you're a racist. So racist, get out of my chat. You're not welcome here. Kamala's here and she's queer.
Every day it is time for us to agree.
Our Supreme Court is on the line.
Oh, one of my
Our
favorites.
basic freedoms are being tested, Madam VP.
Madam VP.
I know you've been traveling across the country. What are you hearing?
Yeah, girl, I'm out here in these streets. And let me tell you, you're right, Taraji.
She up in these streets.
There is so much at stake in this moment. The majority of us believe in freedom and equality.
Yeah.
But these extremists, as they say,
Technology.
they're not like us.
They ain't like us. These extremists aren't like us. They're not rich, elitist idiots that think that they can just buy your vote by being pandering. I'm up in these streets. I'm doing streets. Is this what streets are? Am I in these streets? I'm in these streets, right? Let's check on Gen Z and how they're handling the news of Joe Biden. Because I'm worried and you should be worried too. Check in on Gen Z. Here we go. Jen, how you doing? You okay? Oh no.
He's dropped out!
Oh no.
He dropped out!
Okay. It's getting a little weird. Gen Z, I hope you're okay because turns out if you're not for Kamala, you're actually a racist.
And I've heard from inside Republican circles and right-wing media that the hate campaign against Kamala Harris has begun. You'll notice they purposefully pronounce her name wrong. They say Kamala. They do it all the time. It is on purpose. But the talk is to start that hate campaign and get it going and start it churning.
I would never mispronounce Kamala's name wrong. Ever. I would never do something that sinister. What kind of psychopath goes around saying Kamala? Oh, herself. She doesn't even know her name. And that's okay. So, in fact, according to, if we're going to do logic here with you, Mika, she's racist against herself. She's mispronouncing her name. I love that any kind of criticism or thoughts negatively about Kamala Harris has always been seen as racist, but I'm more excited about it being completely ramped up for this election cycle. I am so excited because it's literally the stupidest point to be ever taken known to mankind. Let me see some of your chats. She'll never, just imagine the dumb Mongol president. You guys are crazy on Rumble. I love it. Shout out the Rumble chat. Chad, how we feeling? How we doing? How we doing about this whole Kamala Harris conspiracy? Is Joe Biden dead? Put in the chat, is Joe Biden dead? I need to know. What if BKL says, what are they going to do if Kamala's poll numbers are worse than Joe Biden? They don't care. I'm telling you. I'm trying to tell you that I genuinely think that they think that they're going to lose this election. And so they're using this as a way to get rid of Kamala Harris. That's what I think. I call me crazy, but there's, of course, with what happened in last election, there's always a chance that this can win. So don't get it twisted, Republicans. Fake satire TikTok. Oh, it's 100% a fake satire TikTok. I know. That's why it's so funny to me. Valerie says I say camel toe. Please don't say that in my stream. That's racist. Kamala calls herself Kamala. I know. And that's a messed up. Okay. But as always, Joe Biden has said that he is no longer going to be running for president. The media is responding, and immediately the MSNBC and CNNs of the world have spoken. Remember, this is MSNBC. This is Just This Morning.
And I've heard from inside Republican circles and right-wing media that the hate campaign against Kamala Harris has begun. You'll notice
and I'm part of it. The hate campaign. I will talk about how much I hate her.
Purposefully pronounce her name wrong.
Oh my gosh. The literal horror. You know, these are the same people that call Donald Trump Hitler. But if you say Kamala Harris's name wrong, you're being so hateful. Hate campaign. Hate campaign 2024. Let's check in on CNN, see how their first interview with our new president-elect is doing. Kamala Harris. Is it going to be exactly what you thought? Will it be hard-hitting press? Will they ask the questions that we all want the answers to? What will they actually get to know about Kamala Harris that they don't already know? Will they question her about her job as a DA? Will they bring up when Tulsi Gabbard totally destroyed her in a debate? What will they say in this interview? Let's get into it. Before they were talking about Joe Biden and ice cream. Hey, now what are they talking about?
Let me ask you one more question. I'm struck just in your presence. I was watching you on stage.
Wow. First right out of the gate. I am struck by you in your presence. I am dumbstruck. This woman. By you and your presence.
It's what we have seen. For us at every moment in time, and certainly this one, to see the moment in time in which we exist and are present.
Are you guys struck, as I am, as CNN is? Hear it one more time to prove that I'm not making it up.
Let me ask you one more question. I'm struck just in your presence.
God, I can't even hold it in. I can't even hold it in. I can't even freaking hold it in. I'm just struck in your presence. Just smelling you is enough for me. When I looked at you across the aisle and I thought, you know what? Today I'm going to have real journalism. I'm going to ask you the tough questions. But first, right out of the gate, I'm struck by you. In fact, when I look at you, I feel weird. In fact, when I smell you, I smell something that I can't put my finger on. I can't even use the words. Corn Pop was actually a bad dude. And you in that gray and black suit jacket, it's really got me going. It's making me question my whole sexuality. Okay, one more time. Here we go.
Let me ask you one more question. I'm struck just in your presence. I was watching you on stage, watching the reactions from the crowd.
Oh, yeah.
Looking you in the eye with your passion that you were displaying and talking about so many issues. And yet, you hear candidates suggesting that a vote for President Biden, because of his age, is somehow a vote for you. And that is hurled as an insult. It's intended to demonstrate some negative viewpoint towards you.
Yeah.
What is your reaction to this thought that with your background in particular, with your career, that there is some thought that you are incapable?
Whoa.
Well, I think that...
What is your thoughts when you're thinking about how your thoughts are, that you're thinking about your thoughts when you ultimately start thinking about your thoughts when I thought about my thoughts when you started thinking about your thoughts? And, well, how much time do you have? God. Is this the hard-hitting questions I'm gonna get from you people? Is this what I'm going with? Well, how much? Okay, this is gonna be easier than I thought. This is elections. This is the hard-hitting news. This is the CNN that constantly tells you about democracy and about how it's important to not suppress the vote, and right-wingers and Republicans are all out suppressing your vote and they're not allowing you to vote. And then we just install a candidate, and then this is the hard-hitting questions we ask because they're all about democracy. Come on, tell us.
I think that most women who have risen in their profession.
It's actually Rosen. Most women that has risen, like me. How did I rise? Well, ask Willie Brown. Ooh, don't bring up that. Don't double charge me for that. Don't you double charge me for that. Don't you talk about Willie Brown.
That most women who have risen in their profession.
And I've risen.
Who are leaders in their profession have.
I'm a leader. Kamala Harris is the reason why I hate everyone getting a trophy. She has ruined it for me. I'm basically a leader that I've risen to the top. How'd you get there? Nobody voted for me, but everyone selected me as like a really good person, except for Californians. They're really some of the smartest, easiest people known to mankind. Here we go.
Who are leaders in their profession have had similar experiences.
Right.
I was the first woman to be elected district attorney.
Love that.
I was the first woman to be elected attorney general of the state of California.
Wow.
And I'm the first woman to be vice president.
No big deal there.
And I love my job.
Wow. Wow. Can we start that interview one more time? Because I feel like I learned so much about who she is and what kind of policy she's going to be doing and how she's going to make the country a better place to live.
Let me ask you one more question. I'm struck just in your presence.
I'm so excited for these anchors to just shove her down our throats. You're going to love Kamala Harris. And you're going to learn to love Kamala Harris. Because if you don't love Kamala Harris as much as I love Kamala Harris, you're a racist. And if you mispronounce her name, I swear to God, we're going to find you. We're going to knock on your door. We're going to send the FBI there because we know, for God's sakes, they're not busy doing anything special with their lives. After all, they're looking after...
Thinking in my head that we all need a mom. I've been thinking that we really all need a tremendous hug in the world right now.
Yeah.
But in our country, we need you to be Kamala of the country.
Oh my God. Can you imagine the debate between Kamala Harris and Joe Biden and Donald Trump? If Donald Trump says anything negative, if he goes after any of her policies, anything, the media, the enablers of Kamala are going to come after Donald Trump like never before. They're going to try to lock him up or something. I don't know. I mean, these are some of the hard-hitting questions, and that's why I've raised $81 million. I don't get it. Just $81 million. Dude, let me get $1 million. Just one. Let me change my life. Okay, and here's prime example number one. The media is going to have an honest conversation with us. And they're going to nonstop lecture us about how you are supposed to be viewing Kamala Harris. You can't have your own opinion about this woman. You have to just love her because she's Kamala, okay? She laughs. She's quirky. She might say some funny things, but she's actually amazing. And if you're to say anything otherwise, it's probably because you're a white male. Disgusting. Get out of my life, sickos. B. Kel says in the chat, how is she going to be a mom? She doesn't even have kids. Okay, you know what? She worked... Your kids are basically her kids, okay? The system, your kids belong to the system. If your kids go to public school, They're owned by the state. Get used to it, people. Send your kids to the government. Let them train them. But how's the black community responding to Kamala Harris? Huh? How is black TikTok taking on Kamala Harris? Black males, to be exact. Those kind. Here we go. Tell us.
Before y'all Democrats start trying to play the race card, I want y'all to understand this. Kamala is not black. Her kids is not black. Her husband is not black. She does not come from black culture. So don't tell me I got to support Kamala Harris because she black. The race pander from the Democratic Party got to stop. It's really that simple. Thank you for listening. Before y'all Democrats start trying to play the race card, I want y'all to understand this. Kamala is not black. Her
what?
Kids is not black. Her husband is not black. She does not come from black culture. So don't tell me I got to support Kamala Harris.
She does do black culture. Just look at this. BET right here. She says this.
What are you hearing?
Yeah, girl, I'm out here in these streets.
She's in the streets. He has been misinformed wrongly. Okay? She is up in these streets.
I know you've been traveling across the country. What are you hearing?
Yeah, girl, I'm out here in these streets. And let me tell you,
he doesn't know anything. He needs a white, liberal female to be educated by him. And just so you know, if you just say her name wrong, you're racist.
Like Republican circles and right-wing media that the hate campaign against Kamala Harris has begun. You'll notice they purposefully pronounce her name wrong.
This is a part of the hate campaign. This is what the MAGA extremists we've been told about. I keep hearing about these MAGA extremists, and I think we found one. Because obviously he's in the woods, and everyone knows that Kamala is.
Yeah, girl, I'm out here in these streets.
She's in the streets, and he's in the woods. I bet she doesn't even have her sauce in her purse. Her hot sauce? Ever since Kamala, ever since Hillary Clinton started carrying hot sauce in her purse, I did too. Welcome to 2024. Oh, who did that noise? Okay. We out here in these streets. But who shall be her vice president? Who's gonna be the vice president? ¿De dónde eres de vice presidente? Who is going to be the vice president? I'm excited to see, and you should be too. Here's CNN discussing. Who will be Kamala Harris's vice presidential pick. I'm selecting Dr. Jill Biden. Let her keep running. Let her keep being president. Here we go.
Pennsylvania's Governor Josh Shapiro is being discussed as one of Harris's potential running mates. He also endorsed her tonight. In your view, what are the pros and cons for putting him on the ticket?
Look at the diversity in this panel. I am so thankful to see this kind of diversity here. And good people everywhere. Got Gretchen Whitmer. She did great things in Michigan, locking that place down. Could have been a full communist takeover. Remember that plot against her? Where the FBI bamboozled people and pushed people to do things that are borderline schizos? Yeah, I trust her. So it's good to see that there's finally some diversity in the Democratic Party. Will she pick a white man? If she does, I'll vote for her. Says every white racist everywhere. Keep going, CNN, because tell us about all the this is the most historic thing. We've been told over and over again about how historic this administration is, and it is historic. So show us how historic it will be with the VP pick. Will it be Pete Buttigieg? Praying for it.
Harris's potential running mates. He also endorsed her tonight. In your view, what are the pros and cons for putting him on the ticket?
Well, he's certainly under consideration. I know that from key Harris allies. He's a first-term governor. He's Jewish. There could be some risks in putting him on the ticket.
I'm sorry, what? What did you say? He's what? He's what? Turn up your volume.
A consideration. I know that from key Harris allies. He's a first-term governor. He's Jewish. There could be some risks in putting him on the ticket, but
He's Jewish. There could be some risks. It's not funny. CNN, when did you become so anti-Semitic? I'm triggered by that kind of word.
governor. He's Jewish. There could be some risks in putting him on the ticket, but certainly some of our voters here in Pennsylvania said, hey, we like Governor Shapiro, give him a look. Also told Anderson that some other governors, Senator Mark Kelly of Arizona, are on the list of the Harris team. One Harris ally told me today they hope to get her within a few days, assuming her path to the nomination continues to look good, and it does tonight, but we still have some question marks. They hope to get her a list, they say within several days to a week, of 4 or 5.
You don't give Kamala Harris a list. You give her a Venn diagram. We all know that to be true. Just listen.
Remember Venn diagrams, those 3 circles? Right. And then let's just see where they overlap. You will not be surprised because I have constructed a Venn diagram on.
Do not give Kamala Harris a list. You give her a Venn diagram. She doesn't understand those things called lists. It's good to see that Kamala Harris is considering a Jew. We're thinking about Shapiro. He's Jewish. Ben Shapiro's uncle. Part owner in the Daily Wire. Who do you think will be Kamala Harris's VP choice? I'm pushing for Big Mike or Dr. Jilly. Because we need a doctor in the White House. We don't need we don't need a bald guy or a guy that's cross-eyed or thick Pritzker or Gretchen Wicked of the West or Jew or Roy Cooper. We need Dr. Jilly. We need the real guns in there. We need people that are going to get the job done, whatever that means. Don't you love when politicians say that? I'm here to get the job done. What job? The job. I'm getting the job done. But let's check on our own, okay? Like, I don't want to just focus on the hardcore left. Valerie says Kamala has received 5 times more AIPAC than Trump. Good. I need my politicians bought off. I don't want them just coming up with their own opinions. I need them beholden to their stakeholders. At least we know. All right, but let's check on our own species, our species, our own party. Is this cringe? Please get in the chat and tell me if this is the most cringe crap I've ever seen. I'm gonna say yes, but this is our own JD Vance. JD, don't do this to me, bro. Okay, don't do this to me, bro.
It is the weirdest thing to me. Democrats say that it is racist to believe, well, they say it's racist to do anything. I had a Diet Mountain Dew yesterday and one today. I'm sure they're going to call that racist too, but it's good. I love you guys. But
No. It's not funny, JD. Look, I railed, and I mean I railed down DeSantis being cringe. But that is cringe. And you know it's bad when even AOC is saying something. Look at here. Vance Stump has got a nice Jeb Bush quality to it, and I think that's the worst way possible. The lone singular clap at the end is just fret, chef, white supremacist symbol. Look at that white supremacist symbol right there.
Emotional damage.
Unbelievable. Even this guy who's a DeSantis supporter, he says, and this is a quote, so don't yell at me. Holy sh. MAGA and said DeSantis didn't have personality, but this guy does. Please, I like him, okay? He gets the job done.
It is the weirdest thing to me. Democrats say that it is racist to believe, well, they say it's racist to do anything.
A couple of things. It's not funny. Second thing, is the Mountain Dew, is that like pandering to white trash people? Because we know white trash people love Mountain Dew. And he's drinking Mountain Dew Light. He's watching his figure, and we found out the other night that he is vegan with his wife. Ugh. And let me just say this. I don't care. You can be as cringe as you want. As long as you do what I want you to do, do it. I'm so sick. I'm tired of Republican. Like, I don't care about Republicans. I don't care how many times they pray a day. I don't care if they're good to their wife. I just want you to make my life better. I want you to make America better. I've been voting for moral character and the right feeling for too long, and that has got me absolutely nowhere. Oh, vote for him. He's a Christian. And then he goes in and he gives hundreds of billions of dollars to Ukraine. He's Christian. You need to vote for him. Okay? While in his own streets, drug addicts are dying. So I don't care. Talk about Mountain Dew. Make me cringe, JD. But just another reminder, MAGA peeps, Donald Trump voters. He's not Donald Trump. He's kind of cringe. But he does do good stuff occasionally. So I will be supporting him no matter what, and I will die on this hill. But that is the cringiest crap I've ever seen. Mountain Dew. Even Mountain Dew's racist. The left is so silly these days. I love when like Republicans like try to pretend like only the left is cringe and weird and silly and does all these like DEI stuff. And here's our own Republican Party pandering. I drank a Mountain Dew the other day. Y'all love Mountain Dews? Y'all big Mountain Dew people? We don't drink Bud Light around here. Yeah. And we ride cowboys and we listen to country music. We only drive forward. Down Mountain Dew. Everything about the left is racist these days. Huh? Are you drinking Mountain Dew? Well, CNN will probably make an article saying it's racist. It's just so much. They're taking away our freedoms. They're taking away our Dew. I can't with the cringe. It's too much. Make it stop. Shut it up. Violet says having a do-nothing dorky VP is probably ideal. Exactly. No, if you're Donald Trump, this is what you want. You don't want somebody outdoing you. You know, you don't want somebody that's like making your speeches look worse. I don't care. It's cringe. I just wish like our side. I wish the people that I'm voting for didn't also have to do cringe stuff or pandering stuff, and I could just say it's a left-wing thing. It's just the Democratic Party pandering to their base, and it's like the people on the right do it too, and I'm going to call it out. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say, stop, be yourself. Do you really drink Diet Mountain Dew? Because I swear to God, if I see you drinking a Dr. Pepper, these colors don't run, buddy. You don't drink Dr. Pepper ever. You drink Mountain Dew. Every single day. JD Vance needs to always be drinking Mountain Dew. Never drink water. Mountain Dew or die is what I have to say. But let's get a little palate cleanser, as I like to call it. A little palate cleanser for what's going on in the world. I think this was one of the funniest videos I saw on the internet just recently. Dude is out. He is limp. Hey, wake up, man. Wake up, dog. Wake up, man. Hey, you good? He's dead. Oh, I'm good. I'm straight. Yeah, it was a fun ride. Oh no. I love those videos. My mom. She appropriating my culture? Valerie says, what is the issue with Mountain Dew? Valerie, I know you're from Russia, so I'll let you know. Mountain Dew, big people, big, typically white trash. They like the Mountain Dew. I don't know what it is, but it's a very cultural drink. It's good, but is it that good? Come on. And it's just like playing, I don't know, country music and giving out beers. That's like our woke. That's like the right's woke in my eyes. You can debate me on it. If you disagree, it's totally fine. I don't care. That's just what I think. When I hear buzzwords, when I hear repetitive buzzwords, I can't help, my autism can't help but notice that is on purpose. That is for you to feel like, oh, he's just like me. He drinks Mountain Dew too. So good to know. I was like, it just triggers me. As much as like seeing a ginger on the news. That is Joe Biden. The thing is, we switched to Monster. Oh, Violet, I know. Oh, trust me. Violet, I know. We love the Monster now. You won't catch me in one of those gay Starbucks drive-thrus, but I'll drink 20 Monsters. It's like literally one of my favorite things in the world. And I don't know if you've seen this video going around, but this will be my last video of the stream. This video of the slanted roof only makes the conspiracy theorist in me continue to grow. Because what is this? Watch this video. There's the roof where the shooter was that took the shot at Donald Trump. The slanted roof that no one could walk on. Look how slanted that is. That's almost a degree angle. Look how incredibly steep that incline is. Nobody could walk up those. Literally no one. Maybe Spider-Man. Maybe some kind of superhero. But definitely not a 20-year-old kid. I mean, this video is nuts. Oh, wait. So they had a perfect vantage point for the entire thing? And there's an office that you could just sit at and watch and look at the roof? Like you could actually place somebody at this window? It was an accident. The slope was too slopey. Look at this slope. I mean, dear God, think of the slope that you would have to walk up. I'm going to say this. I'm going to put this out on a limb. I think Joe Biden can walk up those slopes. What? Are we? Look, they would never lie to you. But that's just the most ridiculous, idiotic slope I've ever seen in my life. I think I could walk up that slope blindfolded with Joe Biden on my back and Kamala Harris cackling in my ear, and I would still find a way to make it to the top. You can't stop me. God, is anybody gonna make any videos of people just 85-year-old people walking up this slope? I mean, it's just ridiculous. Again, remember, if you were to question anything about what happened that day, you're seen as a conspiracy theorist. You're not a real human being. You need to trust the institutions. They're for you. They're not against you. That's a right-wing conspiracy take. and Donald Trump actually never faced assassination that day. That's just a right-wing conspiracy. Like, it's funny that the left is allowed to do their conspiracy, but as soon as the right does it, it's like, oh my God, we're going to sue you for freaking billions of dollars and ruin your life and get rid of everything you love dearly, even your cat. I don't care. We're taking you down. Hey, Mom, what's up? It's just insane. But again, this slope is so slopey. I've never sloped like that slope before. And I dare you right-wing MAGA extremists to even think about walking up that slope. That's nuts. There's a video of the car with the water tower. I'm excited to see where that water tower thing goes. All right, guys, I've had so much fun today. I hope you've had fun as well. I'm sorry that the stream started a little later than normal, but I'm glad you guys were here. Thank you guys so much for being here. Drop a like on the video if you feel so inclined. It helps the algorithms out, and put a comment below. It's a great way to support me and my channel, and give it a follow. Tell your friends and family about the Derek O'Shea Show. Hope it's the most fun hour of your day. I try to make it fun. We try to have a good time. It's not all serial, but we have a great time. Have a wonderful day. And remember, Kamala Harris is going to be our next president of the United States, and she's going to give Venn diagrams for everything.